So we're going to pick up tortoise from the tortoise pens and relocate it back to near where it was found. This tortoise had burrows on both sides of the fence in Unit 3, and we'll put it on at one of the burrows on the outside of the fence, and it will be monitored every day until it's too cold and they go in for the winter, and make sure that it has a safe burrow to stay in for the winter.
These are among the 90 pens that are holding captured tortoises at the Ivanpah site. As you can see, it's this vast area covered in pens. This pen right in front of me is for an adult tortoise, and the ones in the behind there, you can see a green-hatted biologist and some more biologists farther down. And right here you can see the net covering that keeps ravens out of them, and the ravens eat baby tortoises, so you see the netting. The young small tortoises are there, one small enough to be eaten by a raven. And as you can see, a security fence here which is designed to keep coyotes and kit foxes out. And even through the fence there's even more pens that are that are being utilized, because at the BrightSource project here in the Ivanpah Valley in northeastern San Bernardino County, they found far more tortoises than expected. So right now there's 90 pens holding tortoises in captivity, and more tortoises are out in the field with transmitters on their backs so they could be captured and taken out of harm's way before the project goes into their former homeland, which is here in the Ivanpah Valley near the Nevada border in northeastern San Bernardino County. Back there in the distance you could see some cranes where the project is under construction. This is Dave Janelski reporting for the Press Enterprise and PE.com. So what are you doing?
Just getting a temperature. We can't handle tortoises if it's under a certain temperature of 65 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
So our temperature right now is below that.
Okay.
So we can't handle a tortoise. We can't do any sort of translocation until the temperature comes above that.
What is it now?
I'm at about 17.8 right now, and I need to be at 18.4.
Centigrade.
Which is centigrade.
Okay.
Celsius, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Tortoises cannot dig underneath that. They can't get out. Inside each of the pens, we have a couple of different structures set up for the tortoises. They've got deep sonotube burrows that we have dug. They're essentially 12 feet long and about a meter down below at the terminus of the burrow.
That's what
we use that. I don't know if that one is. We use the sonotubes, which are concrete forms. We'll split them lengthwise and then lay them in to create a burrow, and I'll be able to show you a couple of those.
So they're artificial burrows.
So they are artificial burrows, and we do that for a couple of different reasons, mostly to provide thermal protection, whether it's cold or for the heat for the tortoises. Having water here is not necessarily needed for these guys. We also give them supplemental food, so we'll do like some Timothy grass just in case, which is a close match nutritionally to what they have in the wild. We also have we'll do greens, so collard greens, dandelion greens, kale. We'll give them a mix of that. Sometimes we mix in a little bit of wheatgrass to give them a little bit of protein. But the idea again is that these pens are large enough that they should have access to annuals, they should have access to the grasses, the chlorophyll, all of that stuff should be included in their pens.
But these pens are smaller than their normal wild foraging.
Absolutely, and
yeah.
These are wild animals. I mean, they could have a home range of a kilometer, you know, maybe somewhere in that on that order. 20 by 20 meter pen. Clearly, it's smaller than what they would have out in the wild.
Larry, how are things going so far with this first translocation?
So far so good. It has rained in the last 2 days.
Okay, and the tortoise is in that vehicle right here.
So there's plenty of water. Her weight was good. Most of the weight of a tortoise is water, stored water.
So that gives her a good chance.
There won't be any heat stress, which is usually a bigger problem than cold stress. And this tortoise will be monitored almost continuously for the next several days. Pens, but tortoises that were taken out of the solar fields had information recorded on the burrow, and so the artificial burrow that's dug is intended to be the same size, the same orientation to the sun, the same position under a plant or not under a plant, so that it matches as closely as possible where they came from. And even to the point of you pick up soil, or better yet, tortoise scat from the original burrow and take it to the burrow in the pens, so they smell themselves, that feel more like home. We don't know if that really works or not. And a lot of tortoises don't like their artificial burrows at first, but still, it's all good ideas on accommodating the tortoise to a new surrounding.
Is this to get okay to talk with us?
Yeah, that is so cool.